Hello everyone, hello YouTube. Today we're playing Akiri Silas. It's a donodeck from Dan, so the idea is like he really wants artifact deck to work. I'm not sure this is the best one, but the list looks kinda cool, so I went like, why not playing it? So basically, I think there are some stuff which doesn't. I mean, why is there a maze of it? I think it's a bit weird. Like I understand like there is like an expedition map, but I don't think this maze of it's gonna help at all. I think we in a lot of matchups we're gonna be the, let's say, I guess we're not the aggro deck. Like we're more a slow grindy deck, but I still think it's a bit weird. But we'll keep it just to see. And I also think like there are not enough land for what we're trying to do, but there is a bunch of talisman. Like, so maybe it's fine. I'm gonna play it like this for now, I think. I also think that, so there is this belief, like we need to play all of the artifact lands. And actually, I don't think it's true, like because it's really screwing your mana. Because you're playing Great Furnace, Seat of the Synod, Ancient Den, and Vault of Whispers. And obviously, it isn't great when you're trying to play Akiri and Psychic Frog in the same deck. Like, there are like really huge mana constraints in these decks. And it's not specific to this one. Most Akiri decks are like that, but I think we're still trying, we'll still be trying it out as it is. I'm just gonna upload it so you can access the deck list. So yeah. New deck, so just a minute. Akiri Silas, donodeck 10. So here we go. So Akiri, Silas. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be pronounced Silas or Silas. I'm not sure. Don't think it matters much, but. Okay, so here we go. Just remove this one, remove this one. Okay. So here it is. So yeah. All right. So basically, the idea of the deck is like to be a bit of a control deck. So I'm also not very high on Astrologian Planisphere. It obviously works great with artifacts, but the issue with the card is that you need to cast a bunch of spells to trigger it, like really a lot of spells. And I don't think this deck's gonna, like, we don't have that much raw card advantage. We don't have that much cards that just read like draw card, stuff like that. So I think it's a bit weird, but we're still trying it out. I really like this this one though. I'm a bit surprised there is a blue and not the colorless. I think I would be playing the colorless as well, but we'll see. Okay. So anyway, we're gonna jump into a league right now. If you missed the previous one with 3 and 2 with Squee, it was fun and obviously it was fast because Squee is pretty fast, which was the point. But we faced a lot of combo deck and land decks, so I hope we face a bit more creature decks. Because I think we're not that bad against creature deck with this one, but we'll see. Okay. So first we have the toss, which is obviously great, so I just need to prepare the Akiri. Okay. Alright, so first match, we're on the play. And we're playing against Rograkh. Hey. So, no, I mean, I think there are not enough mana sources in the deck, but we'll see. Yeah, see what I meant? Like, this is not a land. Like, it's a mana source, but it's not a land, and right now we see, like, obviously the issue with the card. Okay, I'm gonna keep this one, I'm gonna put back this one. And I guess the Tribute Mage. Alright. So I think, so there are two possibilities. Either it's Storm. I don't have even, I didn't realize it was a Reflecting Pool. Yeah, I think the mana is all over the place. Maybe I need to tweak the mana first. Because I don't think we can play the deck and be like successful with the mana base which literally doesn't work. Like, I don't think it's a good idea. Like, yeah. Like, I cannot cast my spells because you know. I'm gonna take one more draw. I'm just gonna check what he's playing. So whether it's Storm or Gak and Cheese. So if you missed it, I played a lot of Rograkh deck on my stream. So I played the Storm deck, which was Jund as well. And the idea was like, well, it's Storm, so it was incredibly powerful and really strong, but a bit all in. And then I played also Gak and Cheese, which is a more like mid-range deck, but it's like maybe it's Rayan +1/+1 deck. Yeah, I don't think so, but maybe. But I doubt like I mean maybe it seems very weak to play Rayan. Why they play the green color in this deck? So either it's because it's Storm. If it's Storm, you're playing green because you want to be playing. So you need a better mana base, and adding a color actually fixes your mana rather than making it worse. So this is the first point. Crop rotation is the best ritual you can be playing because you can access Lake of the Dead, which is obviously great. So yeah, I think this is like the main point of playing green. You also gain like some cards which are fine, like you'll be playing Sylvan Library or stuff like that. But just having access to a better mana base is really good. I think this is a Storm deck. It might be my list. Like I played the Storm, Rograkh June Storm, 2 weeks ago now, something like that, and it was like so strong, like really. Like the deck is really dumb. Yeah, it is Storm. Okay, so it is a Storm deck. So the good news is that I don't think we can beat Storm even if we had like a playable hand. But obviously we don't. But again, I think the mana base, like that's the first thing I said was like the mana base looks really bad, and I think it's bad. Like it just is bad. I just need to check how many sources there are of every color because that is really like. I don't have enough red mana, I think. Yeah, 14 mana lands. 14 source, so it's 24 with a fetch land, but it's really too low. And it can't reflecting pool, so. Okay. So I'm just gonna play this match, but if I just, if my mana is again non-playable, I'm just gonna swap a bit. We need to change the tag to English. I did, I think. But maybe it takes some time to update, but I think I did. Maybe I didn't change the tag. Yeah, I think it's in English. I see it in English, but maybe... Alright, this one is fine. Also, there is a Winter Orb. I understand why you're playing Winter Orb with all your, like... I understand why playing Winter Orb when you're playing all this mana from artifacts, but Winter Orb is not a good card. So it's a bit rough. It's good, it just takes time. Yeah, I think it just takes time. Shambling Guest, alright. Yeah, I really don't... I mean, Storm is... to me, Storm is clearly the best deck in the format right now. Like, I don't really see an argument to that. Like, I think people are really sleeping on it because they think, like... Obviously, it was better before. It was clearly better before, but it still is the best deck in the format. Like, the deck is so powerful. Alright, so my Winter Orb is now exceptionally bad because they have a Springleaf Drum. Which is also why it's a bit weird. Also, you know, like, I'm not exactly sure why we're playing this card. It seems a bit on the weak side. Clamp, alright. So I think he doesn't have a land, yeah. What I thought. And I can't really, like, I don't have a... I'm just gonna play 2 artifacts this turn. Attacking for 3. I don't have any plans against this deck. I just need to race, and I'm trying my best to do, but obviously it probably won't work. You can just draw 2 cards with his Shambling Gas and 2 cards with his Rograkh. So yeah. But again, it's probably the best deck in the format, so it's not like... Also, there is not a canonist in my deck, right? Yeah, the first thing also I thought was like, why not playing Etherwand canonist? I'm just gonna play everything I'm telling, I'm just gonna put them there. So I think this is the best canonist deck you could ever want. Like, it's a 2/2 for 2. It is really strong. It doesn't even makes you play worst because you have all this like artifacts you're gonna cast. So I think it's just like really weird to not be playing Etherwand canonist, especially when Storm is the best deck. And again, it still is the best deck. But even if it's not the literal best deck, if it just is something that is a little popular, you just need to play this card. Do you know what Storm is not popular in MTGO? I think it's a bit I think the main issue is that like people, since the banning of Dark Ritual and so they banned Dark Ritual, he didn't find his land, okay. They banned Dark Ritual, they banned Underworld Bridge. People were like, okay, this deck is unplayable now, but obviously it's not. But people were thinking the deck is unplayable. And so I think it has a lot to do with the fact that now people think it's just bad, while it's not, but... And I think it plays for a lot, yeah. We're still putting some aggro on them, like Akiri is still a big boy, so they need to block Akiri, I think. Yeah, and so I deny them like some cards with Clamp. Obviously they can just like kill me next turn, but it's pretty rough to kill without using your graveyard and with so few mana. Like they have what? I mean, they have 5 mana. Start to be a lot. But there are a bunch of decks which are like, also Storm is a bit like, it's really fun to play, but it's not really fun to play against. I'm not like, personally, I don't mind it very much. Like, I don't mind playing against Storm. It's not like, at least the games are pretty fast. It's just like, you're not doing, I don't have much decision. Toxic Deluge, okay, I wasn't ready for this one. Clearly, I didn't think he was going to play this one. I'm very surprised. Oh, okay, well. Okay, this one is obviously the best draw I could have right now, right? I'm just gonna play Urza and Winter Orb, and Winter Orb becomes asymmetrical because of Urza, so... Yeah. It's obviously a great draw. Probably it's better, the best of the deck, so... Yeah, and I can even play the Fable, I think. So I'm gonna play Urza. One, two. I guess if I do, I don't have Spell Bomb up. Because if I play the Fable right now, because I don't want to tap the Winter Orb, because I need the Winter Orb to be untapped, so maybe I'm not playing Fable this turn. Yeah, I think it's better to have like Winter Orb in play than having the Fable, so I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna... there is no way it's gonna aggro me, so I'm just gonna keep like that. I'm gonna keep the draw step if I need to draw with the bubble, the spell bomb. So I think it's better like that. So now I can tap the Winter Orb in their end step, and I'm gonna untap and add them. Do you know the Woe tricks? The Winter Orb tricks, you have to tap it, yeah. But I can't tap it right now because I don't want to tap it right now. Because if I tap it before their turn, they just untap both of their land. I think it's fine to just like... I think it's better for me to tap one of their land than playing the Fable, but maybe I'm wrong. Because they are at 9, they can play Rograkh to champ a turn. But I'm still attacking for little, what? I'm already at 8. It's very likely that I can at least play a Clamp. Alright. 2 more cards for them. At worst, I can just sack the Inverter Sphere for getting a bubble or something, a bubble of something, and bubble will just give me lethal, so. He let Rograkh in the graveyard, which is a bit weird given that I have the spell bomb, but maybe they need to like use Griff. Alright, sure. Am I dead? I might be dead right now. I think I'm just dead. Maybe it's a bunch of dragons, but I think I'm just dead. Which isn't great. Do I have an unstarring bridge? I don't have an unstarring bridge. Okay. I don't even have an infinite... Oh yeah, I guess I have Urza with thopter foundry. So I could top deck one of them and play the other one. And Storm is a combo deck, but it doesn't do infinite damage. Alright. Chaos Defiler. Okay, Chaos Defiler isn't bad. Like, it's an artifact. Just gonna play the Steam Vents. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chaos Defiler. I'm gonna blow up the treasure token. Yeah. The idea was just to blow up the treasure token. It also gives me Innos Tangleware. Yeah, there is Tangleware. You're right. Okay, there is Tangleware. So I could have just... If I don't draw anything, I can just get Tanglewire. Maybe it was better. Yeah, it was probably better than... But again, I was on the play. Okay, so maybe I was just unlucky with the first turn. Like, mana seems way better right now. But I still think like there should be a bit more. But again, this hand is like really slow and I'm not doing much. And I'm gonna die on my turn 3 and... New Tezzeret, yeah. So Dan didn't play it, but he told me like he wanted to try the New Tezzeret, but he didn't just own it on MTGO. So I'm trying out, but he didn't. So I don't know if it's gonna be good, but I think I'm just gonna try out and we'll see. Does it work this? Oh yeah, okay. I guess. But I need to first... Again, I just want to have more mana. Like, I'm just... Yeah, I'm just looking for more and more mana, and it's really... Oh, I didn't notice. Yeah. So I'm dead next turn. And this gives me a bit of life, but not enough to beat Storm. I need, like, to be, like, something about 40 or something like that to be fine. But, yeah. This one doesn't do anything. This one could be... Yeah, but I think I'm 1 mana short. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... I really need a land, so I'm just gonna play this one. Alright. And again, mana sources, those are not lands. I just wanted a land. If I have a land right now, I can land Archage Bowmaster, bring back the Sword of the Meek, it's okay, let's say. But I need to... I could have just kept Archage Bowmaster to not die to peer into the Abyss. But I think it's more about... I'm just dead this turn. Like, there is no way I survive the turn. They're on turn 4. They can just Culling the Weak and do stuff. Maybe it's not my list and they are like a bit slower, but I still think I'm just dead right now. Okay. They gave me a turn. So maybe they're just a bit slower than what I'm doing. Okay, so I think I'm gonna just play one of them. I think this turn my plan is gonna be to just Archage Bowmaster. I think it's fine. And hope I'm just not dying. And next turn I can tribute mage for Winter Orb. Or for something. Maybe not Winter Orb, but... Archegio Master, sure. Yeah, he's not gonna kill me with combat damage. I'm not afraid of that. You are dead, but now you are really dead. Yeah, maybe it's what happened. Maybe they just have nothing. Like, they're playing Toxic Deluge, I wasn't. I weren't. Sorry. So I think maybe they just put a bunch of interactive spells in their deck. Instead of killing me, they just want to control the game, which is a bit weird. I think that's what... I think the cost to pay for having like Dark Ritual ban and playing Ryan instead of Tevesh was like, now you cannot be very interactive. So you're gonna lose a bit more to hate cards, but no one is playing hate cards right now. Like, no one is playing them because everyone thinks Storm is bad. So you can just ignore them. And I think this is the main point of playing June, that you're better, like, you're better at interacting. So yeah, so they can just look at my hand. They can't remove anything, but I think it means I'm dead. But you know, maybe I'm not. At least he cannot peer into the abyss, because if he targets me, I can just... If he targets me, I can just kill the Orcish, and if he targets them, I can just play my Orcish and kill them as well. Okay. But I'm a bit confused why I'm... like, again, Collective Brutality, I wasn't playing either. Like, so this is a bunch of interactive spell I wasn't playing, so maybe that's why I weren't playing, sorry. So maybe it's why I'm still alive. Maybe they don't care also. They're like, what's gonna happen? But now they're like almost full tap. I can just play a Winter Orb. So, you know. So I'm gonna shoot the Orcish. Maybe I should... No, yeah, I think I have to shoot the Orcish. Because I don't want them to peer into the abyss me. So I think it's better. Great for next, okay. So I'm gonna go for blue. Tribute Mail. I think it's fine to do that. Yes. Maybe I should have attack first, but I'm not sure. Just gonna play the Winter Orb. Maybe I should be playing thopter foundry as well this turn. It's a bit weird because anyway I'm just gonna... Like, I'm not gonna untap my land anyway, so... It's better against discard spells though. So maybe I should be. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Alright. So let's try it like that. So I only have 4 mana a turn, but 4 mana is still 4 mana, so it's still 4 tokens. And I have 3 that I get back every turn, and there is 1 I can just get sometimes. I could also just play Breya. Tangle Wire. Oh, perfect. Like, that's so good right now. I can't believe I just drew... Like, it's really, really incredible. Like, if I could have stacked my deck, this would have been a card on top. I should have attacked, by the way, because now the treasure would have been tapped, so... Because now he untaps 1 card, but then he taps, like, 4 of them, so he's gonna tap both his creatures, and gonna tap, like, 1 of his lands. Next, Urza. Urza would be, like, pretty good, yeah, for sure. If you can summon an Urza on the top of my deck, I would really much like that. I'm still gonna make a token this turn, because I need to start attacking them, though. So, because I don't have a million turn. So he has a braid maybe. Okay. Not sure why he floats mana. Tainted Pact maybe? Deadly Dispute. Oh, okay, I see. Alright. So it's gonna have 2 treasures. But it's gonna draw. So I'm gonna shoot this one because it makes my Tangle Wire better. It's a bit weird again because the creature really doesn't matter, but what matters is like it's a permanent for the Tangle Wire, which I don't want them to have. And now I can attack freely, so it's way better for me. Unless I'm dead, obviously, but you know, Shambling Ghast. Alright. Lotus Bloom. Alright, 3 turns. Anyway, I hope he's gonna be dead before this 3 turns, so. Alright. So I need to stack them correctly. So first fading, so it goes to 3. Then I'm gonna tap Tangle Wire, Sword, Melted, done. Arcane Signet. I'm not gonna attack with the Orcish because if he wants to kill the Orcish, he has to like not make a treasure. Yep. I'm very surprised he blocked Tribute Mage and not Orcish Bomb. Yeah, I'm just confused. Okay, I think I can't do much more, so... Yeah, so he's gonna untap a land, tap 2 treasure on the land, or maybe tap the 3 treasure. Akiri new best deck in the format, maybe. Huh? MTGO Premium, exactly. The call from Pressure was a bit worse. I really wanted this Urza, but you see what I meant about the mana curve? Like, I'm just... Like, the spells that remains in my hand are like... Oh, I should have been playing Akiri. I'm dumb. She didn't die this game. Yeah, I should have just played Akiri rather than making some token. Akiri was a bunch of damage. I think I'm still little, right? 2 and 2, 4, 7, 8, yeah. I think I am. Maybe I'm one shot. If I'm one shot, I... Really sad. So how much do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. It's gonna make 11. Or I just keep this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, okay. I didn't check if my lands were good enough for me to tap like that, but I think it's fine. You can also play Akiri. Yeah, I should have, but right now she doesn't have haste, right? I should have. I clearly should have. I just forgot. But I'm gonna play Breya. And kill them with Breya. So I'm gonna play Breya and shoot them. I think I should wait. No, they can't. They can't Veil of Summer. All right. Can't believe we won this one. I think my opponent also had like pretty... I don't know. I don't understand what they were keeping, but I guess it was fine for me. Especially since the game we lost, we actually lost ourselves. Like, it didn't even matter what they were doing, I just lost myself because my mana wasn't great. But Akiri is really a fun deck. Like, I really love to have an artifact deck playable in the format. Like, it would be really fun. It just, like... I think there are some... Also, I think, like... So, Kappa Cannoneer is extremely powerful, but it's a bit, like... rough on the mana. Tezzeret is also very expensive. I'm not sure exactly if I want to be playing this Tezzeret. Free the cookies. So, it's probably control. Or not control, but... what people don't want me to call control. But I think it's control. And yeah, mon deck va... Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's Amalia. I wonder where they found their list. Yes, I keep this one. It's not great, but I can kill the Soul Sister. I should have been playing the command tower, I just misclicked, clicked a bit fast and yeah. Le poussin, exactement. Pinnacle Emissary, too hard to trigger Pinnacle Emissary. What is Pinnacle Emissary? If I didn't have like Rograkh, I would have killed this one, but... Okay, I think I'm fine on... It's like you fight your own child, exactly, yeah. I'm fighting my... I should have played the Winter, maybe. No, I don't have the board. New Warp guy from another but 1-1 playing 1 casting. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. I hope there is... Oh, you're right, he's not in the deck. Yeah, he should be in the deck, for sure. Yeah, when I saw the spoiler, I was like, it seems so good. So it's called, how do you call it? Pinnacle Emissary. I just forgot his name. Yeah, Pinnacle Emissary for sure should be in the deck, I think. This card is really, really strong. I just didn't know the name, but... I think it's a staple in Vintage. I haven't looked at Vintage in a while, but I don't see this card not being like the best card in Vintage. It seems so strong. Really strong. Been making some waves even in Modern. Yeah, in Modern. Okay, in Modern I wouldn't have guessed. I guess you can play Mishra's Bubble and stuff like that. Or maybe you're playing like a bunch of bad cards like Ornithopter or Memnit or I don't know. But for sure it's really good. In Vintage, I'm sure. Opal and Moxambar. Yeah, it's true that you have 2 Moxen now. Okay, so what did they find? Dismember. Alright. They kept the Dismember? I'm very, very surprised. Doesn't look that great right now. Unfortunately, it kills my Rograkh, but you know. Alright, I'm just gonna play this Winter Orb. I need Akiri to be a bit bigger, so I can like first strike the Archfiend Vessel. This matchup is really rough. I've played a bunch of Amalia, like it's really my deck that I love the most. And whenever I faced a deck that wanted to kill me with combat damage, I was like, okay, sure, let's play this game. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Kivio the third. Kivio the third. Thank you. But yeah, it's really... Amalia is really... It's so fun to play as well. Right now I'm playing a bit too many lands. Oh, well. Here goes my Akiri. Sure. So I'm gonna take 4 this turn. He's gonna draw a card as well. Oh, they dismember in response. What? I'm confused why he's dismembering this one. Yeah, I think it's a bit weird. I wouldn't have, I think. Like, Akiri doesn't matter much. You can just attack, especially if you have a talent gate. You can just ignore her, attack in the... I don't know. We'll see. Ajahn is welcome, so I guess he's gonna keep this one. But the Winter Orb is still taxing his mana a bit, so yeah, he's gonna keep it. It makes sense. Alright, so I'm just gonna place Rograkh right now. Imagine he's playing Mana Ties. No, he's not. Nice. Fun online, a bit tedious in paper, no? With all the life trigger and stuff. Actually, no. Actually, I think the deck was easier in paper, mostly because... So, you have a bunch of triggers to remember and not miss, etc. But in paper, people don't understand when they can like interact and when they can't. On MTGO, when you're playing the deck, everyone sees the trigger of gain a life and they're like, oh, okay, in response to your gain a life trigger, I'm gonna kill Amalia, for instance. In paper, a lot of people didn't realize they could do stuff like that, mostly because in paper, people aren't very good, obviously. But it was still like, yeah, I think I was really happy to play this deck in... Yeah, I had a very good win rate as well with the deck. Like, so I think this is an Orcish Bowmaster, right? Just gonna survey. I was considering playing a... Oh, okay, sure. Let's play a frog next turn. Gonna give me a win con. On n'a pas l'air méga frais, non. But it's really... also, in paper, you don't... Like, let's say... Yeah, it was an Orcish. What I thought. In paper, you're not gonna play... Let's say... you don't go for... Okay, I just lost. So in paper, you don't resolve your triggers one by one. You're just telling your opponent, all right, so I have this like Soul Sister, or I have two Soul Sister, I'm playing a creature, I have, let's say I'm playing an Orcish Bowmaster, I'm gonna just tell my opponent, okay, so I'm gonna deal 1 damage there, so now I have like 2 creatures entering the battlefield, I have 2 Soul Sister, I have 4 triggers to resolve, so I'm gonna gain 4 and resolve my 4 trigger of Amalia, but I'm not gonna just take my paper saying, okay, I gain 1 life, Amalia, I gain 1 life, Amalia, etc. I'm just gonna say, if you want to interact at some point, tell me, but I'm gonna gain 4 life and I'm gonna resolve my 4 triggers. The most common case for me is Lucius TB when there is a Soul Sister, people don't kill Lucius. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is also something that happens a lot when people are like, I'm gonna play Lucius and you have a Soul Sister or multiple, and they're like, I'm gonna like play the Lurus, and they're like, you're gonna play back then another style. And they don't realize they can interact with the Lurus and killing him when there is stuff on the stack. But Amalia very, very good against all those decks that wants to grind or do stuff like that. Free the cookies, he's gonna take the cookies again. Yeah, he always takes my cookies. And usually he's playing like big control decks, which I'm not allowed to call them control deck today, but they are like non-tempo deck, let's say. Let's call them the tempo negative decks. He's playing a lot of tempo negative decks, which are really cool, such as Tivit, which obviously it's steal all my cookies every time, or Atraxa, because I like playing like, let's say, mid-range decks, and obviously it's often a bad time. I think he's playing Amalia because Amalia is so cool, but you know, Aragorn is a control. No, Aragorn is a tempo. No, how can I call it? It's not a control deck. It's not a control deck. I cannot say it's a control deck. Yeah, it doesn't have 6 Vras. You need 6 Vras to be a control deck. You need 6 Vras. People have spoken. People have told me you cannot call a control deck if you don't have 6 Vras. Also, I think you cannot be a control deck if you're not playing blue-white. But I'm not exactly sure because I have to infer the rules. Like they're not telling me exactly what are the rules. But I think if you're not playing straight blue-white, you're not really a control deck. So I don't think you can have a Jeskai or a Grixis control deck. Officially. So I don't know. But if you like control decks, yesterday we played. So I call them tempo negative decks. So yesterday we played a very fun tempo negative deck. I think, yeah. It was Dénique pas tempo. In French, it means like tempo negative, basically. Is that just Sky blue-white splash bolt? If you're playing blue-white splash bolt, you're not playing a control deck, Arias. You need to follow. It's hard, but you need to follow. And so, yeah, it was a really, really tempo negative deck. We have 3 creatures, which is the maximum you're allowed to play in a tempo negative deck. We have a creature in our command zone, which may make, yeah, it's why we cannot call it a control deck. And we have like 6 Vras. We had like Terminus Farewell, Supreme Verdict, Wrath of God, Ultima, and Wrath of the Skies. Like, we really didn't want our opponents to have fun. And we succeeded. Our opponent didn't have fun. Which was awesome. Like, when I see a hand like that, I'm like thinking, like, I played a bunch. This matchup, I played a bunch of Amalia. And when my opponent goes turn 1 Skull Clamp, turn 2 Akiri, I don't think I can lose the game ever. But I have a Kappa Cannon here. So maybe. You can misplay that bolt to go face. So yeah, exactly. If you send the bolt face, you're not playing a control deck, so you know. Hello, Duel. How are you today? So yeah. But yesterday it was really cool. Like, also, my goal was to discard to one side as much as possible. I discard to one side a lot. And my other goal was, like, not winning a game by combat damage. I didn't. My opponent literally just all, like, scoop because I was making them miserable. Which was the goal, so, you know. I don't know why I fetched this one. Oh yeah, because I needed the red. But I also needed the blue for Cryogen Relic, so it was probably not a good idea. I kinda messed up my land right now. So this is Amalia, which obviously gains the trigger. I'm just gonna bolt our next turn. I didn't want to lose my turn. Alright, nice. So he's gonna put it in the graveyard, I think. Yeah. Usually, the rule of thumb with Amalia is like you want to keep nothing on top. It's really hard. It's really rare to want to keep something. Okay, why there is a Maze of It in my deck? Why? Tell me. Can someone tell me why there is a Maze of It in my deck? I'm killing it right now, obviously, because I want to not lose if they have Orcish Master. Because if I wait their turn, they're playing a creature with 2 mana up, then I kill it, and then they go for Orcish Master, and it's really, really bad. So it makes 2 damage right now. This is an English Parole Stream playing Skull Cramp. Weird, exactly, yeah. To untap your Akiri after combat damage. Oh, right. Didn't think about that. I guess you do first strike damage and then you remove her from combat. Like, how am I beating this deck, like, ever? I'm a bit jealous because Amalia is really like one of my pet decks, let's say. Starscape Cleric. Okay, sure. Let's take 2 this turn. It seems a bit win more with Maze. Yeah, I think it's really, really weak. I don't think you should be playing Maze of It. I think any land would be better than Maze of It. But you know. Okay, do I have an equipment that does something? I don't think I have. Why is there Stunfall Mystic, by the way? Do I have equipments in my deck? Oh yeah, I have. Oh, right. I have Greaves and Sword of the Meek. I also have a Shadow Spear. Shadow Spear could be something. Like maybe I can raise them a bit. Very unlikely though, but... I think I'm... So, it's gonna cost 6. If I go for Shadow Spear, next turn I can Shadow Spear. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't have enough anyway. So I'm just gonna play the Relic and try to draw my Shadow Spear. Alright, I didn't. And you know, when you're playing Amalia, your opponent's like, haha, attacking you for 4, you're like, yeah, sure. Core Steel Cutter. Oh, yeah, Core Steel Cutter is really good. You're right. Shadow Spear looks like a plan, yeah, but it's not a good one. Maze of It is also not very good against Amalia, obviously, because you can just, like, You cannot target Amalia with it because you're taking 3 each time. We didn't land. Oh yeah, maybe I didn't put it on board. I think it's better in my hands than on board, to be fair, because I can like discard it to this Fable. Probably shouldn't keep this Flare. Yeah, I think they're keeping like too much cards on top. Like Flares does nothing. You're not losing a game where you have to cast this Flare. I think you should just drop the Flare and just go for like more action. Tanglewire. Tanglewire isn't great either, so you know. I don't see a way. I really don't. I can't even double spell. I can't even double spell. Yeah, it's just over. I think the deck is missing on the land side. We really need more lands. We really need more lands, and I mean real lands. Like, Maze of It isn't a land. Like, we need more of them. So I think Maze of It should go out. I also think it's weird to be playing the 4 land artifact lands. Could think about it a second. Which one is bad? Like, why is there the white? I think the white is a bit weird. I guess we have a bunch of white spell as well. Maybe it's the blue that we should cut, yeah. I think Tezzeret is way too slow for the format. I think this Darity is also too slow. I think I want to play a good land, so probably Starting Town. I think I want Starting Town. I think I want... even Mana Confluence. Oh yeah, already in. The red and blue artifacts for 2 mana are too weak. Yeah, I agree. This one also a bit too weak. But I think I like this one. This one. The one that says discard, draw 2 cards. It was fine, I think. I think, what artifacts were missing? I was like, why are we playing this one? Don't remember. But I need to add lands. I need to add at least 2 more lands. What do we have like survey land? We have Meticulous Archive, Rocco's Theater. Okay, I think we can be playing one more. Probably the red-white. No Springleaf Drum. What, there is not a drum in this deck? Okay, so we need to add Springleaf Drum as well. The best artifact in the format is not playing. Take a look at your 1 mana artifact. Yeah, you're right. Let's check the 1 mana artifact tier list that I made yesterday for fun. Yesterday or the day before? I don't remember. So I made this one. It was obviously some jokes in it, but okay, Lavas pour Boots is missing. Lavas pour Boots should be in there. No Painter combo is bad. I don't know. You have like... I'm not super high on the Grindstone combo, but maybe. Stone of Erech is also very, very good right now, so I think you should be playing it. I think there should be a Stone of Erech in this deck. It's better than, let's say, Ghost Vacuum. Oh, it's already in the deck, I just missed it. Okay, so it's in the deck. Never mind. Okay, also there is not Dragon Red Channeler. I think it's really strong. It's sad to just not playing it. Maybe because the deck wants to be a bit more controlly, but this one is so good. Because maybe there are not that many creatures, so we don't want to play it, but I don't know. Yeah, okay, maybe we don't play this one, but it's so strong. I need to add a land as well. Need to cut something for a land. Oh, someone asked for... Okay. Pinnacle Emissary. Yeah, he's already there. Okay, we will keep working on the list. So match 3. Sorry, missed it. Yeah, it's very good. So we're playing against Aragorn. And again, like, the sound isn't bad, but the mana is very, very bad. I'm still gonna keep it. I'm gonna cycle this Urza's Bubble. Yeah, I'm gonna just cycle the bubble. I'm not sure what there is Urza's Bubble also without the payoff for Urza's Bubble, but... Okay, Days. Days is gonna be fun to play around. And by that I mean I'm not gonna play around it. I'm just gonna tank it and we're on the play, let's hope it's enough. Alright, Emery is good. I'm just gonna play this one if he wants to daze my thopter foundry. I'm very happy about that. Okay, he doesn't. Next turn, I'm gonna try to just play around the days until the end of time. There is Emery and Core Steel Cutter for bubble. Oh yeah, you're right. I have an Emery, yeah. You're right, I'm dumb. But I still think the warp one is so strong. Like I don't see a world in which you don't want to play the guy. I think I'm gonna play Emery this turn. I don't think I'm gonna resolve Emery, but I'm gonna play her. I don't equal to Anvil. Okay, remand. Remand is fine because next turn I can double spell as well. I can also just play this Tezzeret and try to do something with it, but I'm not sure what. And if I can solve this Tribute Mage, I can go grab Sword of the Meek. And Sword of the Meek, I think like Sword of the Meek is a pretty good plan against Aragorn. It's not great, but it's still a good plan. Because it doesn't have like that much answers to artifact. Oh, what's that? Is that Teferi? No, it's Prismatic Canning, I think. Why is... Ah, for Sarlingas, alright. Sure. Don't like that very much. Monarchy with 3 counter spell backup. Rough time. Unequaled Anvil. So unfortunately I don't have an artifact. So I think this turn... Trying to play Frog, Basim, and Akiri on same curve is yeah, it's a bit rough. I agree. I think it's a deck in which you can play Silas though. Like I could be playing Silas right now. Yeah, I agree. Like I don't think the mana can be better without cutting some spells. Yeah, I agree with that. We need to cut some spells. I agree with that. I still think I'm gonna play the Tribute Mage this turn. Yeah. Does not feel like a card Oni would play. Yeah, Oni Cult Anvil is exactly the card that I would be playing and Oni wouldn't. It's a good card that I really love, but obviously... Alright. Who believes I'm gonna take a Force of Negation on my Sword of the Meek? So I'm gonna take at least 2 next turn, probably... maybe he's just gonna keep them in defense. Maybe cut the deck. No, I think the deck is fine. I think it's really cool. At least. But I agree that we need to be... I think maybe Tribute Mage is a bit... Like, I think... So, Urza is really strong. That's the point. But maybe, like, we could be playing... We could be cutting in the blue spells. And still playing this Urza. So maybe we could, like, cut this one. Cut Moonsnare Prototype, even though it's really good. Because Urza and Emery are really strong. But I think the other one are very on the weak side. Even Strix, I think we could be cutting. Frog is also very strong. I think I'm happy with that. And like that, the mana becomes like way better because we don't need a bunch of blue mana now. Urza is double blue. Yeah, Urza is really rough to cast, but when you cast Urza, you win the game. So like, it's, you know, all these decks are really better when they can cast the ban cards. The ban cards in this deck are Emry, Urza, and Breya. You want your deck to be able to cast these cards. You want to be playing these cards in the deck. Frog is not that strong in this shell, I think. I think Frog is still strong. I still Frog is just strong every time, in every deck. But maybe I'm wrong, but... Sorry. I have to answer. Okay. Because now, like, he needs to answer the Sword of the Meek. But we're really grindy, right? Like, I have a really, really grindy hand. So I'm gonna play the Sword of the Meek. I'm just gonna try to... Okay, I'm just gonna play around normalize. If he dies, I'm not gonna pay. I'm gonna be fine with... I think. Memory lapse. Alright, so this one sucks, obviously. But I have memory, so it's not that bad. So I need... Yeah, I think I have my colors, so I could just be getting this volcanic island. So the issue is that if I play Emry, I cannot play another spell, but if I play Onicult Anvil first, it's gonna just counter my Emry. White, we didn't have white. Oh yeah, you're right, we don't have white. I'm not helping, I'm sorry. I know it's bad. I'm really, really not helping. I'm really sorry. Alright. He's gonna block, but I'm fine with that. I don't have removal spell, I just want to get some... So I'm gonna draw Sword of the Meek. Now Emry costs one, costs only one. I didn't want to play Emry in the days, because I know he has days. And he can just hardcast days. If he needed to bounce around, maybe I would have, but... But I think, anyway, I don't think this is an Akiri game, I think it's a Silas game, right? Because we already have a bubble. I think it makes sense, but maybe I'm wrong. He's drawing 2 cards a turn since turn 3 as well, which doesn't help, obviously. At some point, he's gonna find an answer to my thopter, but you know. So I'm gonna play Sword of the Meek. Alright, that's good. Did not expect it to resolve this easily. I'm still gonna play Emry then. And I'm gonna do 1 copter this turn. Didn't you want to sacrifice a nickel foundry to get monarchy? No, I don't think so. Tails on. Alright. I really don't think so. End of turn. Yeah, I understand, but I don't think so. I think my anvil is also a good way to grind through Aragorn. Like, this is also something people don't realize. You don't need to take the monarchy right back if what you're doing is about the same thing. Like, imagine, like, I'm drawing 2 cards a turn, I don't need to take back the monarchy. Obviously, Aragorn has better cards overall, but right now I'm doing something very strong. Like, I'm doing this... Yeah, it's a pyrograph, sure. Go for it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna do much. Like, yeah, sure. And I want to have like this guaranteed, like I'm not gonna lose my Sword of the Meek to something. So right now I have an artifact which I can use. I'm gonna sack the Sword of the Meek right now. I'm still gonna do a second one because I want to play around the removal spell. So I'm gonna do a second one. Obviously it could be bad, but I think it's fine. Like if right now, but if he didn't tap out all his mana, maybe I wouldn't have. But I think it's fine right now. Yeah, that's what I meant. It's exactly what I meant. I think I was on the draw, I'm not sure. Maybe I was on the play. I think I was on the play because the days wasn't that bad. Yeah, it was on the play. It's not like blue-red up, he would be able to exile the sword. No, but maybe he has like, Qatar Commando or something like that. I guess Qatar Commando isn't the worst, but maybe he has like, I don't know. Sometimes they're playing like very bad card, like no, maybe he has like not the Breacher, the Merfolk, which removes abilities. Tishana Tidebinder. Maybe he has a Tishana Tidebinder, and I don't want to be playing into the Tishana Tidebinder too hard. So if I keep mana up, I can just like if he wants to Tishana Tidebinder, I can do it in response, and I'm fine. I don't know. I think it's okay. But like I've said, like this game plan, that was the game plan of my hand, was like thopter foundry is really good against Aragorn. Let's play with that in mind. And again, Aragorn has trouble like beating like this very heavy board state. I'm just gonna surveil this turn. Oh yeah, okay. I guess I'm gonna keep Brea just because it makes a thopter. I think Brea's Apprentice isn't great, but I think the thopter is pretty good. In the latent step after Pyro. Oh yeah, of course. That's why I do it at this point. At this point, I think there is nothing that can punish me, so I just go for it. We can't play Greya and Command Zone, so Golas seems the best artifact shell, cut color plus, or not at all. I don't think Golas is a very good artifact shell, but maybe I'm wrong. But I don't think it's very good. I'm just gonna play Akiri, she's gonna die. Maybe I should be playing the Talisman. No, I think I'm just gonna play Akiri. She's gonna get countered or died or whatever. Yeah, she takes a bolt or something. Fairy Mastermind, alright, so I'm happy to play her. So this is to, like, I wanted to play a card because I don't want to play nothing into the open mana, but if the Ironban Academy, Golas becomes good. Yeah, if that Man Academy, Golas becomes good. And probably becomes the best artifact deck in the format. But I'm not sure they will unban Academy right now. Maybe they will. But I played Golas Artifact, I think it's too slow and lack powerful plays. I think Warnog is better to abuse cards like Broadside Bombardiers. Yeah, I see what you mean. I think also Warnog is not bad, yeah, I agree with that. Okay, so I'm gonna counter this one probably, because it has an ETB. But I need to play creatures so that Aragorn isn't free to come in. Like right now, if he's playing Aragorn, I can just attack with the thopter, so, you know. Obviously, I'm gonna take another removal spell or another flyer, and it's gonna suck, but, you know. It looks like a removal spell. Yeah, it's a stomp, yeah. And you know what I meant when I told you Breya isn't good, but the thopter is? Like, the removal doesn't go on Breya. Even if it was a bolt, the removal wouldn't be on Breya. So unfortunately, it's now Aragorn time, and I don't have a removal. Do I have something I can enlighten tutor for? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't really have that. So I need to draw a removal spell like a champ. It's not. Yeah. Well. Should I trade? I don't think I should, right? I think I should. So let's think about it. So I have land, I have instant, I have artifact, I still miss one type. Also, dislike can only hit in artifact deck because you have a less card in graveyard. Oh yeah, I agree with that also. I also think can only hit isn't great in this deck. Yeah, I totally agree with this point. It's not a very good annually hit deck. I could just Enlightened Tutor. Okay. You're playing Enlightened Tutor. There is a card which is called Parallax Wave, which is one of the dumbest cards in the format. You need to be playing Parallax Wave. Like, I kept this hand thinking I was gonna, with this tutor, I was like, okay, it's fine, I'm gonna get Parallax Wave, I'm gonna fix at this point. If I don't have Parallax Wave, I can't do that. Which obviously sucks. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, I think I have to kill the flyer. So I don't think I have something I want to tutor up, which isn't great actually. Maybe Breya? And just cast a Breya? Yeah, I think this is the best one, right? Chaos Defiler. Yeah, Chaos Defiler is also fine. Okay. Is it better Chaos Defiler or Breya? Maybe Chaos Defiler is better. Yeah, okay, Chaos Defiler seems pretty good. I'm just gonna try it. For now, it didn't have any counter spell, so I hope it still doesn't, but I can't do much more, so I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna play this land as well, so I can pay for days. And I'm gonna right-click concede when this gets countered. Alright. Didn't get countered. I still can't take the monarchy, but you know. And the distinction between this game and the deck in the game before, I had this very strong engine. I had this double anvil, double foundry with Sword of the Mix, so I had like this really strong. I think my Chaos Defiler is gonna hit a Sword Splosher very soon. Maybe it didn't realize it was a sack outlet for my Chaos Defiler, but my plan was like, end turn I was gonna sack the Chaos Defiler, kill Aragorn if he went for another Aragorn. I'm gonna grab a bit of water, so don't move. It's not far. Okay. Fire and ice, sure. Pyroglyph. Here goes Breya. Here goes Breya. You can ice Chaos Defiler. Shouldn't we sack a Shadow Spear or Talisman here today? I don't think so. Alright, I think I have to take this one, I think. Again, I don't think I'm winning this game because I don't have a threat that goes through the monarchy, but given he has ice, I cannot attack with with Chaos Defiler anyway. I'm glad to take my... I'm at 10, so I cannot take the damage and just... Okay. So. Maybe he has literally nothing, but... I was just checking I couldn't cast the other one, but... Blue-white, I think I don't have any more survey land, which is also something I don't like. I think 3 survey land is like the minimum I would play, and I think I could even play more. Like, they are so strong. And when you're playing 3 colors, you just want your 3 survey lands. When you're playing 4 colors, I think you want probably a 4th one. Maybe not, maybe 3 is enough, but I think you want at least 3. I'm sure you want at least 3. Also, I think this is the problem with this deck, is that you want to be playing talismans and stuff like that, but these are really, really bad cards. And obviously, when you're doing like what we're doing today, let me attack. What does that mean? Just a removal spell. I can't draw. Okay. I'm just gonna move on. Let's play game 3 on the play. Basically, how many I would play inside if I could, probably around... in Elminster? Yeah. I mean, I would be playing way more than 4, I think, if I would play in control deck. Okay, so another hand that I cannot keep because I don't have lands. Okay, this one is fine. It's not good, like, again, Ancient End, if you look, what I said was like, Ancient End really sucks. Like, yeah, it's really a bad land. And we see why. Yeah, I think I have to... So I'm gonna take a blue-red with this one. Yeah. 1 colored lands are bad in 3 color decks, so in 4 colors I'm able to... Yeah, you can think about them as like utility lands, but they're basically colorless lands. It's the same as a colorless land. It's just a colorless land, and you're like, okay, so I have this colorless land, what I'm gonna do with it? It's not like a colored land, and they are a bit... Obviously, they are good with Akiri, right? But it's really bad with everything else in your deck. And I don't think Akiri is strong enough to warrant those land slots. You could be playing 1, let's say, but, you know. I'm gonna cast Akiri while he's full tap. I could also just tutor up Urza Saga, but I can do that next turn. I'd really love to draw a land. Expedition map doesn't do much in the deck. Well, you have Urza Saga, but I agree it's not a good land. It's not a very good card either. I think I would not be playing it either. Yeah, because right now I have to crack this Urza Saga. I'm gonna take a Stifle, and I should have attacked first, obviously. Should have attacked first. I'm sorry. I was talking at the same time. I just missed 1 damage. Let's hope it doesn't matter, but... Yeah, exactly. Look at my hand. 4 drop, 4 drop, 5 drop. This isn't a 2 drop as well. It's like a clunky card, 1 drop. And I have 3 lands because I have an expedition map to find my 3rd. So is it just a random flyer? It is a random flyer. And again, the only thing I want to draw is a land. Like, I don't have a drum in my deck. I forgot about that. So I'm not even fixing my mana with like this Urza Saga. I just forgot about that. I was gonna say at least I would get a Springly Drum in return, but I won't. Which makes Urza Saga even worse. I think this drum makes no sense to not be in the deck. Like, really. It's an artifact deck where your commander costs 2. You're playing an artifact decks, you're playing Urza Saga, you should be playing Springleaf Drum. It's really important. get lost on my saga. Yeah, about that. Get lost is a really bad removal as well. Why is there a Maze of It in my deck? Seriously, I don't get it. I just don't. And me just dreaming of a land and drawing a Maze of It. And see what I milled, a 2-mana spell which you need to untap with, so okay, it's fine. Another 3-mana spell which draw a 2-mana card. I really think there should be at least 41 land or something like that. I agree, like the talisman makes the land count really awkward. But I think I still have 2 Maze of It. It's a bit weird because if he plays Aragorn now, he has a defender. But there's no way my Akiri can live through... if he plays Aragorn, he probably has a removal. Teferi, okay, sure. And when you're like mana screw and you're taking a Teferi, you know, like, it's gonna suck. Okay, sure. Alright. We need more lands. We really need more lands. And streamer start crying. Yeah. I think I should have just... Like, I was thinking, like, maybe with all the talisman it's fine, but I think it's not. I think you should be playing, like, 40 lands. We are, like, at what? 29, 7, 36... 7, 8... Yeah. So I need at least 2 more lands. I think we could be playing another survey land. Probably not a black one because 1 black is enough. I think a blue one could be cool. So maybe a blue-red. Yeah, blue-red makes sense. So it's Thundering Falls. I'm pretty sure there's also like missing good lands, right? Hey, Dianzai, merci. Thank you very much for the follow. For the prime, sorry. I can't speak anymore. But thank you very much for the prime. Welcome aboard. I'm just having trouble speaking, but yeah, okay, so I'm gonna dump all these cards. I think they're too expensive. I need, I think, 1 more land. I assume there are already all the fetch. I think Path of Ancestry is also pretty bad. It's 5 colors, but with like survey land. I think I don't want a tap land which isn't a survey land. There are also Inventor Sphere and Urza Saga. I mean, we also have like 2 colorless land in this deck. Vault of Whispers is also very bad. I'm just gonna not play Vault of Whispers in my non-black deck. So I'm gonna drop maybe Psychic Frog. Maybe you're right. And maybe Psychic Frog being like the 2 off colors gonna be a bit too rough. So maybe I shouldn't be playing Psychic Frog either. Also, it's a deck where Basim is probably better than Psychic Frog anyway. Ramp into nothing, not really. Yeah, I think the payoff like are more subtle than that. The payoff are like Thopter Foundry, Onicult Anvil, Legion Extruder. Those are cards like need mana, even though they are like low on curve. They actually need a bunch of mana, and I think it's fine to be playing like this talisman and looking into that. I think I like the talisman with the Winter plan, even though I don't think it's that great as a plan. Is Skrelv okay? Yeah, you could be playing Skrelv, but I think the idea was like to not be playing cheap creatures. It was more like a mid-range deck. Tainted Pact. There is not Tainted Pact? Okay, there is not Tainted Pact. Well, this one was easy. This one was easy. Why is there not a Tainted Pact in my combo deck? Let's play a Tainted Pact. Okay, this one is easy. Let's play Tainted Pact. I still think I want 1 more land. I'm gonna keep them there still. Sorry. Because I don't want to like change the nature of the deck. The deck is not an aggressive deck. It's not an aggro deck. It's more like, I think there's plenty of games where you're gonna play Silas. I think it's also like more of the mid-range side, a bit bigger than one I usually play, but I still think it's yeah. There's also a basic. I think having one basic makes sense. But why is there a basic plan rather than a basic mountain? So if I put all these cards in there, so how it's gonna move? So I'm gonna be like that. I'm still counting it as a 3 mana card, even though sometimes you're gonna warp it, because I think it's a bit more fair to put it like that. Okay, and so I'm at 37, so I need 3 more lands. Oh yeah, because there are 2 there, okay. So I need 3 lands. 3 lands, what do I want? DT, Tainted Pact, Tony Cult, and Breya are better. I think you play almost 0 black card. Might be better to play Tracias with Akiri for Oko Tamio. Yeah. When I played Akiri when it wasn't banned, I had like different decks, and I think the better one was the one playing Nadu, because Nadu is broken. And Tamio was awesome, Oko was awesome, Minsk and Boo was awesome. Like, you have all those banned cards that you can be playing when you're playing green. When you're playing black, instead, you get Demonic Tutor, Tainted Pact, Barrogoyf, and Breya. So you're still getting one banned card, but it's less cards, obviously. But I don't want to change the deck that much. The idea is not to be playing the best Akiri deck, like it wasn't the goal of today. The goal of today was, like, Dan, who sent me the deck list, wanted to play an Akiri Silas deck because you want a real artifact deck. You want a deck where you're playing Talisman and Winter Herb and so on. Those are like the constraints of the build. Know what I mean? Like, obviously, there are like better version of Akiri, I think, but those are less Akiri deck than like this one, right? Thopter Foundry, yeah, Thopter Foundry is also very cool. And if you cut black, you cut Thopter Foundry, which is a cool card of the deck, which is a card you wanna play, you wanna be playing in this deck. But I think we are missing a bit on the 8th side. So I think either what Canonist is fine. I think I'd like something for Azusa. I'm pretty sure with 4 color I can figure something good. And I think I'd also like something which... Maybe... No, I don't know. Maybe Flame War? What do you think about Flame War? It's a black card, but it's a very good one. Maybe it just challenges the curve of Akiri, and so it's a bit worse. Well, we will see after the game. Alright. So I think this is the same issue, right? Like, I'm on the draw against Squee, and like I cannot keep a 1-lander, so I'm just gonna mule it. Okay, this one is very good. This one is very, very good. This one is good, and I think I'm gonna remove a land from this one. So I'm gonna go blue, red. Yeah, I cannot see, yeah. Blue, red, black, white. Yeah, it works. Okay. If you play Minions of Talisman with that Cataclysm with Akiri and Silas, I don't get the point. You could be playing Armageddon, I think, before Cataclysm. Cataclysm is fine also. Yeah, maybe you could be playing that, but I'm not sure if it is like... What happened again? Yeah, I think this Squee player are outsmarting themselves and forgot to like play dorks. I don't have a surveillance anyway because I want black-white. That's what I was thinking. I don't have a surveillance in black-white, so it doesn't matter. I'd rather have my red mana because I'd rather unholy it this turn than casting my swords, which is obviously great against Squee. I really hope he doesn't mule a creature and play a white of the Holy Quarries. That would really suck. Alright. Mill de land. Oh, sorry. Okay, no play. So probably an Orkishbo Master. Probably an Orkishbo Master. I'm still playing Basim. Is that a May? It's not a May. I'm still playing Basim. Maybe you're gonna take an Abrupt Decay or something, but... If I had lands, maybe I would have been playing Akiri, but I don't have lands. So I really want to set up Basim, so I can draw lands next turn if he doesn't have a removal. And if he goes for a removal spell, it isn't that bad either, so... But I think it might be a decay. I think it's Orkish Bowmaster, but we'll see. Worldly Tutor, oh, sure. Is that a Moloch? Also, yeah, it's a Moloch. I think we could be playing Solitude, right? Do we have enough white cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, we can't. Alright. Okay, so Moloch obviously is really bad for me. Because you're gonna kill Basim. And if I had mana up, it would be fine, but I don't. So yeah. It's gonna play Moloch, kill Basim. Worldly Tutor isn't great in Squee. At least it basically forced off will my Basim, which is fine. I can see just Bolt, Moloch. The issue is Squee is really good against removal spell. And I just draw a bunch of removal spells. Again, I think I just have to do that. I need to hit my land drop. I really need to. Alright. I'd rather portable all because it makes Akiri bigger. It's obviously a bit risky. If he removes the portable all, Moloch comes back, but I think against Squee it's better under the portable than in his graveyard. Worldly Fanatic, Cycle Trolls was line I was aware of. Yeah. Laelia, okay, sure. I much rather face Laelia than Squeeze this turn, so I'm really happy about that. Because maybe he draw cards with her, and it's a bit bad, but yeah, okay. So he drew a card, which was, let's say, unlikely. But you know. If I don't draw a land, I think I'm gonna play the Anvil and trying to draw one. What's the other mod of this one? Put a stun counter. Okay, alright. Hey, thank you for the follow, Baptiste. Thank you. Okay, so I drew a land. And see the problem? This blue land literally doesn't cast any spell I want to cast. Because I think I'd rather have Akiri than Silas, right? Maybe I'd rather have Silas with Unicult Anvil, actually. But Silas will never connect. Never, ever, ever. Yeah, I think it's just bad. So let's play Akiri. Let's play Akiri, she's 3/3, which is fine. I can bolt Laelia. I'm not holding anything with this blue mana, but you know. Maybe a Chaos Defiler soon as well, or some big dumb spell. Maybe you think I have removal spell as well. Counter spell, I mean. Because he's playing really weirdly. So maybe he thinks I'm a control deck and I'm gonna play Wash Away or something, but I just have nothing, so. That's one of the good points of playing let's say a less known commander, is people don't know what you're playing. Yeah. But here comes Squee. And again, I cannot annul it and I cannot play boss cards, so. Okay, maybe I can. So I'm gonna play on Nickel Tanville. I'm gonna attack. If you want to jump, that's fine. Okay. So I'm gonna make a 1/1. Drain deals 1 damage. Draw card. Well, yeah. I think I'm just gonna shock the land. I think this turn I'm still gonna just swords, probably. Yeah, that was a risk. But if he goes for... Yeah, I think it really sucks. But at least if he brings back Laelia, it's his wall turn and I can steal swords. So... Yeah, I play that badly. Still gonna annul that. I think I'm gonna take a Fury right now, but you know. Can still sword the Fury. He has Lazotep Quarry to bring back Squee. Chaos Defiler. Okay, I'm very surprised he goes for Chaos Defiler rather than Fury, but... Oh yeah, because he has a Lazotep Quarry. Okay. Sure. Oh yeah, tap out please. Animate dead. Okay, it's gonna be a bit much. I'm just glad he just like didn't sack the Chaos Defiler to do that, but... Okay. I don't think I'm beating that, right? Like he has Lazotep Quarry. I don't think I'm beating Lazotep Quarry Squee. Maybe I am. Legion Extruder. I think I'd rather have Breya than making a creature right there, so... I'm just gonna not do it because I need... No. I just need to... I do it now because otherwise I don't get the 1/1, because it's only during my turn that I get the 1/1. Maybe I should have... Yeah, I think I made a mistake. I should have probably Extruder Face. Oh, I can do that? Maybe I can't. I don't remember. I think I can go on face with it. Yeah, I should have. So now they can bring back Laelia. But it's not that bad, even if he brings back Laelia. Still okay. So he's probably just gonna attack, yeah, for sure. Green Sun's in it, maybe? Birthing pod? Birthing pod. This is pretty greedy, right? There isn't... What can he get at 4 mana? And he let the Squee in the graveyard. So if I have a removal for the Saprobiont, I guess that's still the last step quarry, so... But what are they getting? Pyroglyph? Yeah, Pyroglyph. Sure. Maybe I should have double block, but he would just bring back Laelia. So here goes Breya. Apprentice. Breya's Apprentice. I need to draw something. Oh, face. Alright. Well. I don't see how I'm winning this game anyway, but Espercentiel is not what I wanted to draw. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit rough. Because now we can just bring back Pyrograph. Yeah, I just lost. I'm just gonna concede. Can just bring back Fury and then... Yeah. Alright, game 2. I think this matchup is also very hard. I don't think you can really beat Squee with a mid-range deck. We are way too small comparatively to what he's doing. And this is why I don't really like the build as it is. Also, it's like we are not very big, but we are playing a bunch of talisman, but what we are doing is really, really small. Except when we are drawing thopter foundry, but we are not drawing thopter foundry every game, unfortunately. Which would be awesome, but we are not. We are not. Sure. So I have to play Akiri because I need to pressure my opponent. I need to be I am the aggro deck in the matchup, which is really hard because playing aggro against Squee when your commander is, let's say, a 2-3 for 2, it's really, really hard. But yeah. But I don't have any other plan, so... Alright, Birds dies to Archage Master, which is still something. I think I'm just gonna kill, I'm just gonna kill the bird. But I'm not sure how I'm gonna... I think my plan was like, maybe his mana screw. I killed already 2 dorks, and people aren't playing enough lands in Squeeze usually, so yeah, but he has 1. At least he doesn't cast Squee, which is something. Alright, 1 more. 1 more, never ends. But I think it makes sense to try to just conquer Bloom. Sure. I don't think I'm beating the Phyrexian Tower. Can I? It's not a Phyrex. Okay, I lied. Well, he has a Conquer Bloom, but it's still fine. At least he requires... I mean, it's still something to force him to kill. Like, he needs to kill the Stone of Erech, and I can just, like... Maybe find something else next turn. But like I've said, it's really rough, right? Like he's at 13 and I don't have like any more pressure on board. He can exile his Conquer Bloom to kill the stun. He can also just play a Chaos Defiler this turn. what I'm gonna do. So sure. If he has a pyrokinesis, it's a bit bad, but I think it was just I'm gonna destroy your Stone of Erech, which I'm fine with it. I'm gonna Melded Moxite next turn, discard my Sacred Foundry. He can play Squee this turn, but if he does, he loses his Arbor Elf. But if he doesn't, I'm gonna kill the Arbor Elf maybe next turn. If I find a removal spell. So what's going on? Overlord. It's a good one. But at least it means this turn I'm pretty... Like, I think it's just gonna get back birds. Or the Halfling. Maybe the Halfling. Yeah. Because you can block a bit. I can still attack into that, so... Removal spell. Tribute Mage. Okay, this is a good one, I think. Jolted Awake seems fine in the deck, but maybe too clunky. Yeah, Jolted Awake seems also fine, I agree with that. I think it's still okay. I'm not sure. It's in the deck. It's already in. Maybe I should just kill this one, attack with everything. I think it's fine, right? Just play this one. I'm gonna get Legend Extruder, I think. Kill Halfling. Because I don't want to get a Winter Orb when his board contains 2 dorks, I think. I think I like this one. Because now this turn it takes like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, is at 5. And see, I think when we're playing like that, like more on the aggressive side, it looks better. Like it looks a bit better. Because I think that's what Akiri is providing, right? I'm gonna take Living Death and lose the game. Oh. Looks like Squee. Yeah. Sure. So block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He needs more than that. He needs a bit more. Because he champ Akiri, he blocks Breya with Squee. He takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he fetch, he goes to 4. I'm gonna loot before, most likely, yeah. So, I'm gonna tap this one and say this one. Oh, maybe he has Orcish and it really sucks what I'm doing. Let's hope it's not an Orcish master. Okay, cool. Asvald. Alright. Show me. Show me what you got. Alright. So maybe it's just an abrupt decay. Yeah, it looks like a removal spell. Like I said, the attack is still fine even through removal spell. I think it's abrupt decay, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, abrupt decay. It's still fine. It goes to 1. I'm gonna fetch now to not be opposition agent or something. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We won 1 against Squee. Légion Breya. What? Légion Breya. His son is so slow. Extruder Breya. Oh, Breya is an artifact. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm very happy he doesn't go turn 1 dork because this sound literally doesn't beat turn 1 dorks. So I'm really glad he doesn't do that. Really happy about that. I think I'm going turn 2 Oswald, probably. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get with it, but I think a good plan would be to just put thopter foundry in play. It's obviously way worse against Squee than against Aragorn because he's more of a toolbox deck, so he has a bunch of answers that he can look for, but... Yeah, you're right, I should have Extruder Breya. I just forgot Breya was like... Sure. So I'm gonna play Oswald this turn. I can also just get a stun of Erek if I wanted to. I think he almost jumped his turn. Sure. Yeah, I think his hand is probably very heavy, thinking I'm not gonna kill him fast, which is, let's say, right. So, kinda makes sense. Is that a Marauder or maybe a Moloch? No, Marauder. Oh, it's still Squee. Alright. Spirit Gate Squee. Let's go. I think the plan is to like flame slash Squee. Yeah, okay, I have a plan. My plan is flame slash Squee. And I'm gonna put a Winter Orb into play. Is that a good move? Or should I go get Tangle Wire? No, Tangle Wire, I lose my ramp. Yeah, I think it's a good way to slow down the game. So I'm also obviously quite slower now, but I think it's still fine. Because I don't think he has a land in right now. Obviously, if he goes like untap my Stomping Ground, play Bayou, play Dark, it would suck, but I don't think he has Dark in hand. I'm very surprised. So maybe he has a removal spell for Oswald, because otherwise he wouldn't be untapping Badlands, but rather Stomping Ground. You can snipe their elf with Oswald if they play some. I can snipe their elf. Yeah, I can do that. How do I do that? How do I do that? Are you sure I can do that? I'm not sure I can do that. With Extruder or Portable All. Oh, yeah. You mean if I have like... yeah, but I cannot get Extruder right now. Okay, so Boseju. Sure. It wasn't the worst of the... I think maybe he already has this land. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna untap this one. Okay, this one is really good. But maybe I go Lightning Grip this turn. It has to be Orcish Bowmaster, right? I think it's Orcish Bowmaster. So this turn I play Lightning Greaves. If it's decay, it's gonna decay my Winter Orb. But next turn I can put it back into play. Which obviously isn't as good if Squee is on board, but it's still fine. I can go Goblin Welder, Bria's Apprentice, swap one or two things around. Push. Okay, sure. I'm very surprised, like, he let me use those Oswald if I wanted to. I think it was a pretty big mistake from him. But you know, it worked out. So now I can get Goblin Welder into play, I think. He kept on top. Conquer Bloom. Oh, well. Well then. Kinda bad for me, but. Well, untap a red. If I draw a removal spell. Okay, well. I like if there is a flash in my deck with no lands. I could just burn the Conquer Bloom right now, but at the same time, what it's gonna do? It's probably gonna break my Winter Orb at the end of my turn. I can just put it back with the Goblin Welder. So I think I'm fine. I'm gonna take 4 this turn. Next turn I can play Flash, kill the Saprobians, or play Breya. Maybe Breya is better right now. Yeah, probably Breya. Gonna play Breya. I will have a token to sack for my Goblin Welder. Tezzeret cannot get... Yeah, cannot get anything that costs... Yeah, it has to cost 1 or less. So it isn't that good right now. We can get synthesizer, but so yeah, I'm gonna take 4 this turn. Yep. Oh, I forgot to swap the Winter Orb. Ah, it's fine. Obviously, I wanted to swap the Winter Orb, I just forgot. So deck misses pre-war for malware, yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna move the boots to deal 2 damage. I want to block anyway, so. So I think he's gonna. I mean, if he breaks the Winter Orb right now, I just bring it back. Oh, actually, he's casting a demonic tutor, so I think probably the end. Let's see what he picks, but dismember. Oh, he wants to break the lightning greaves, but it's not gonna work out like he wants to, right? Because if he does that, I can just bring back the spell bomb. I think. Maybe I should have bring back the spell bomb right now, but I don't want to lose the token if I don't need to. Yeah, if he doesn't have a land, it's even worse. If I just block like that, he cannot take this trade. Yeah, I think it makes sense. So I'm gonna take 1. But he has to activate it now, right? Otherwise, obviously it won't work. And if he goes for the lightning greaves, I just goes for dismember. On Breya? Really? I could have just sacked the Winter Orb again, but I think it's fine to just do that. Because again, I don't have much to do with my mana anyway. Because now I can just go for Flash on the Conquer Bloom. And next turn I'm gonna bring back... I'm gonna swap the Winter Orb for the Apprentice. And this is gonna be game over because I'm gonna reanimate Flash, put back Orb into play. He needs specifically Endurance, so maybe I should be playing around Endurance. Maybe I should, because this is the only way I lose, right? But how do I play around that? There is no vexing bubble in my deck. Because endurance right now would be really, really bad. Like terribly bad. But I think I need to do that still. Because I need to win the game. And given it's not a cost, I still have my Breya in play. Even if he has an endurance. So it's not that bad. So I have white, white, red, red. So I'm just gonna surveil. Sure, I don't want this one. Alright, I'm still gonna play Flash because I want to play around Graveyard 8. So I'm gonna play Flash. I'm gonna haste it. Even if he has a removal spell for Goblin Welder right now, it doesn't matter much because I can still bring back Orb and Flash gonna kill in 2 turns anyway, so. Oh, I didn't keep a blue mana up. Well, it's okay. It's okay, I think he cannot really escape this one. He's at 3, he needs to... It was still a nice showing of Goblin Welder and Oswald, obviously. People aren't really used to be playing against Goblin Welder, and it showed. Like, obviously, my opponent could have made different decisions. But it's really, if you're not used to be playing against... I didn't play super well with it either. But yeah, let's make a prediction. So let's go for a prediction. Akiri, yes, no. Alright, you have 5 minutes to vote for... to use your... you cannot escape, but your flag sure did. Yeah, exactly. You can vote and bet with your life point. And we also keep... So I needed to add like 3 lands, I said. Yeah, okay. So what 3 lands do I need to be playing? Yeah, I suppose that all the fetches are there. So if there's one missing, please tell me, but I don't think there's one missing. Do I have all the B land? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, I have all of them. I have all the shock lands. 1. Watery Grave is really bad. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's one missing. Which one is missing? One is missing, right? Shouldn't there be 6 of them? Steam Vents, Watery Grave, all of them. We have all the blue. There's missing a white. We don't have a Godless Shrine. Yeah, fast lands. Alright, fast lands, you're right. There aren't any fast lands in the deck, I don't know why. So first, let's put Godless Shrine. I think it's better than Watery Grave. I don't think I want to be playing Watery Grave in this deck. TGO, please. Alright, let's take random one. Okay. I think I also want the fast land. So I want the Inspiring Vantage for sure. I want all the red one. No, maybe I don't want the red black. But I want this one. I want the white blue and the red blue. So Spire Bluff. and see Chrome cost. I think it would be okay. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Okay, we found an opponent. We're on the draw against Cloud. On the draw against Cloud, this hand, I think it's not enough. Don't like this one either. At least I have Pissing Needle with this one, which is something. Maybe I keep this one. But on the draw, it's really on the slow side. I think I can do better. Okay, it's way better. I'm gonna keep this one, I'm gonna dump this one, and probably a land. So I cannot get white with this one. My lands aren't really happy right now, but yeah, I think I'm gonna try it like that. I'm gonna go on the turn 2 Psychic Frog, let's go. Inventor Sphere is really bad. I think it's fine in your I think it's fine when you're like more on the, we're still having a bit of a prison side, and I think Inventor Sphere is really good on the side of the deck. It's also very fine because we have like these 2 cards combo that we want to get. And just like that, all my dreams went away. And see another thing about all this artifact deck. Do I have a Fury? I have a Fury in my deck, right? Yeah, I do. I'm still gonna go for the Psychic Frog turn 2 and hope it's fine. I think. I guess it depends on what is Skull Clamp. Yeah, he's gonna draw a bunch of cards. What the hell? What? Greedy boy. Greedy boy, greedy boy. I don't have a Pyrokinesis either. I think it's fine in the format right now. I think I would like to play one. So slow to activate and colorize. Yeah, it's very slow. It's very slow. But I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Probably has like something to rebound the cloud, right? It's not like I can do much. I think it just means that you have a Jolted Awake or something like that, but maybe as a mantra. It really sucks if he has some spell to bring him back, but I think I have to kill him. It looks like a mantra, I think. It has to be a mantra. But we see again the problem of the deck, right? Our hand is so clunky. We have 3 mana spell, 4 mana spell, a Demonic Tutor, which is obviously a bit clunky, Psychic Frog, which is another 2 mana spell, which is hard to cast. So it's really, really rough. Okay, I'm very surprised he attacked with Krell. Really surprised. Maybe he thinks it doesn't matter because he has like a bunch. Yeah, I think it was a mistake. Okay. Looks like a mistake to me. Hop of Girapur, sure. You have it, buddy. Portable Hall. Exactly the card I wanted to draw. A white spell. Unfortunately, he can block, because he can block with this stuff, my frog, but I'm pretty sure my hand is gonna just He probably has a removal spell, but... I can still Demonic Tutor for land. I don't want to do that, but I can. Duel, sure. Sure. Lay down arms. With mana value less than the number of planets. Okay, sure. Okay. Still think I just need to play this Rograkh. Which isn't great, but... If I draw a blue land, I can cast Urza. I don't want to Demonic Tutor for a land. I'd rather have the Demonic Tutor do something very strong. Like trying to assemble my combo, for instance. See, I think I'd rather have Inventor Spheres than like Vault of Whispers. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Inventor Sphere is a bit too clunky as well. We probably should be playing Mental Misstep as well. Not really see a reason not to. We have Akiri to protect and it's very strong. Maybe his plan is to just equip up, attack, sack some of the tokens. Oh, it's legendary. I forgot it was... it doesn't matter, they're still tapped, right? Yeah, they're just attacking instead. It's fine. Skyclave Apparition. Okay, sure. You want to answer everything, right? That's not cool, but... If I don't draw land, I probably have to get a Tundra and play a Portable Hall, but... Not even sure. Okay, so this casts Urza, which is something. So I think I'm just gonna go with it. I don't think he has infinite removal spell at some point, so... And I can activate this one, no, I have to tap it as well. Maybe he has another removal spell, obviously, but I think it's still fine. I have Inventor Sphere to dig for one of the pieces and Demonic Tutor for the other one. So I can just Demonic City of Traitors. Oh. Pure Steel Paladin. Oh, again. So now Clamp is free, so obviously he's gonna draw a bunch of cards. Fast mana helps also, obviously, but you know. Yeah, sure. Sure. I don't think we can win this game if we don't go infinite. So I think we have to plan for going infinite. This is our only shot. Do they fly? I don't remember. They fly. Okay, sure. So I'm gonna take 7 this turn. So I really need to find something. I need to top deck thopter foundry. That would be the best. And for him to not draw anything in like his 30 draw step. Sure. Sure. What's happening? I'm confused. Glimmerlands. Sure. So top deck, thopter foundry. Help me. Send me your energy. Top deck, thopter foundry, right now. Basic plane. It's not thopter foundry. It's not thopter foundry. So if I play Demonic Tutor, thopter foundry, I have still 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. This one is a bit free, so I should as well play it. I think I have to remove Clamp. Piole Girapur. Why Girapur? Why should I Piole Girapur? I'm confused. I'm a bit confused. I think this turn I should have Inventor Sphere actually, rather than Demonic Tutor. Wait, end of this turn, yeah, I think it was better. Yeah, I agree with that. I think I messed up. I think I messed up. I think I messed up. Take the sword and suck it for a golem. Yeah, maybe I have to take the sword then. But the idea was like, if I just Inventor Sphere this turn, next turn I can instead cast my Demonic Tutor if he doesn't sacrifice his Girapur. Now he can sacrifice his Girapur, but I'm still getting the sword. I'm just looking for her. There she is. So I have the Sword of the Meek, I'm gonna play it. I can sack it for 3/3, but obviously it isn't that good either. But I'm not dead on board, right? I'm not. He still has a bunch of cards, but I'm not dead. So I can tap, sack it, make a 3/3, yeah. Maybe I should have played Akiri, actually. Maybe I already did, I don't remember. Yeah, actually, maybe I should have played Akiri. I could have, right? I have 1, 2, 3 mana. No, I couldn't. So these are Akiri or the 3/3, so it doesn't matter much. I have a feeling it doesn't seem good for me. I have a feeling it doesn't seem very good. Doesn't seem great. I think I'm gonna die. But right now I have still some blockers. I'm not dead on board. I can champ the Skyclave. Okay, sure. I can block the Skyclave now. So I'm gonna take 6 in the air. He probably will just sack the up of Girapur, right? If he does, I just don't really have a plan. What's that? 6 mana. Is that a march or something like that? If it were a march, probably he wouldn't be playing 6 mana, but just exiling a bunch of stuff. He has 8 cards in hand. Jacked Rabbit. Okay, this one I really don't care. So I'm very surprised that with all this mana it doesn't do much. Okay, he's gonna draw a card with the token. This is quite the rabbit, yeah, it's a big rabbit, but you know. But the tokens aren't attacking. So yeah, I'm not allowed to play any spells this turn, which makes sense. I can still play Akiri this turn. I'm gaining 1 life with Inventor Sphere. Jolted Awake, which I cannot cast. Yeah. So I'm just gonna play Akiri. I'm gonna pass the turn. So he has another turn. Keep to activate Fair. I can activate Fair. I can activate Fair. I have a billion mana. Sure. I'm gonna trump this one, obviously. It's only 5, right? No, it's only 4. I thought it was 5. So if I do a construct... No, I cannot, but... A slot pride. Sure. As long as he can't remove my combo pieces, I don't care. Jolted Awake. He doesn't have haste. So it's fine. Sure. Why don't you start by Unseen Eyes? I don't get it. I just don't. Like, I don't understand. Just start by casting the Unseen Eyes, right? You still win with thopter value. I don't win with thopter value. I don't win with thopter value in any way. Piol, Unseen Eyes. My portable hull is on board. What? Can I blink it? Sack Piol. And up to... Ah, I have Jolted Awake. Hey, you're right. Actually, I win this game. I'm just bad. Didn't think of the Jolted Awake. But you're right. I have a Jolted Awake. Yeah, I have a Jolted Awake. But the plan of outgrinding wouldn't work in any... It was impossible. The issue is that I don't think I win even if I go infinite life, right? Because, I mean, in paper I would win. But on MTGO I'm not sure. Because he can just say, sure, you have infinite life, but you don't. And I'm gonna cast Cataclysm. Yeah, that's what I thought. You don't have nothing. But I still think it was the correct play, indeed. Skull Clamp, sure. So I'm gonna play this Signet. Plus 10. Gonna play Clamp. And I'm Flame Slashing the Cloud. This is a big Akiri. Sure, LFC that should you do top tier type of MTGO gameplay. Yeah, maybe he would have conceded. Maybe he would have conceded, I don't know. But maybe not. And again, like, if he Cataclysm, I'm not killing him the turn after, right? Because I don't have Infinite Copter anymore. Actually, maybe I keep Urza. I keep Urza, the thopter foundry, and maybe I'm fine. One land. Maybe I was fine. I still think I need to answer this cool clamp, probably. But yeah, I should have just sacked the portable hall, bring it back with Jolted Awake, tutor up the thopter foundry. Did I have enough mana? I probably did not have enough mana though, right? Because... Oh yeah, I guess so, because Urzai doesn't cost me 4 more. So I could have played the thopter foundry. Yeah, I have largely not. Sack the... yeah, right. You know, sometimes. Guitar Commando, sure. Is he breaking my skull clamp? I don't care that much about it. I can just get a parallax wave. Okay, sure. I don't want to cast this Unlightened Tutor right now because it's gonna draw a card with Per Sentinel, but... Sure. Prove the power is actually human, or is it? Yeah, who could have thought? What do I want to take? Maybe just Breya is fine, right? I'm just gonna get a Breya. No, I cannot tap like that. Like that. Blue, white, red, black. Okay, sure. What do you think about Breya? Maybe it's fine, right? I don't have a parallax wave, so... No, I don't have a P wave. Yeah, I know. I know. It was on my list. I didn't P wave check. I know it's bad. Chaos for Skull Clamp. I cannot cast Chaos Defiler this turn, so I think it's better. Like, I'm killing him pretty fast with Breya because it's like 3 artifacts for Akiri. And if he jumps, it's fine as well. If he doesn't jump, I'm gonna use some of the abilities Breya has. I'm not sure which one, but Solitude. Well, you know, it was a free spell. It was a free spell, and here we are again. Here we are again. Welcome to... Free spells are pretty good. For Chaos, he should have cast Enter the turn to make him draw. Yeah, anyway, he would have drawn. I could have do it in my upkeep and not pay the tax of Per Sentinel, or do it in its untap, and but anyway, he would have drawn. Swords to Plowshare as well. Well. I think this is it, guy. I think this is it. Or is it? Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, sure. Fuel my flash. For now, he doesn't have a land, so he cannot go Cloud, equip Clamp on Cloud. Maybe. Maybe he can, but maybe he can't. Next turn, I can just play Flash because I put Talisman in my graveyard. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get my Flash exiled right now. Sword of Fist and Family. Okay, this one doesn't matter at all. Which is a good thing. Which is a very, very good thing. So red, white, red. 1, 2, 3. So unfortunately, I have to give him 2 cards. Maybe I go face. Nah, because it's gonna block after. So I think I have to, yeah. Take your cards. Take them. Take them. They're yours. And I'm gonna land, so I have looters in my deck, so I don't want to land, but he also have a Sword of Feast and Famine. So I'd rather not have have it discarded. Maybe she costs 4, I think she costs 6. No, she costs 6, okay, I'm not wrong. Duel Commander is 30 HP again, yeah. Yeah. I'm at 33 because I casted Flash. Can we stop with the removal spell, please? Just draw some cards. Yeah, sure. Thanks. I'm happy. Draw some cards, but leave my Flage alone. She didn't do any wrong. She's even very cute. Some people say Flash is like the cutest in the world. It's not me, but... Cloud for 1 billion mana, sure. So I think he's gonna get Formalware now, and I can't beat Formalware, so... Not sure what I'm gonna do. Maybe a Sword of Protection from Red could be nice as well. Like a Commander's Plate or something. Masterwork of Ingenuity. What? Why is this one? Sure. I'm confused at this one, but you know. Cloud, Clamp, Cloud, Prior is a little oppressive. I don't think so. It's really like, remember when we played Shelinda, right? Like we played Shelinda, he did exactly that, and the game ended, he had like, I don't know, 20 cards in his hand, still dead. Still dead, so you know. It's just that our deck isn't very competitive today, so obviously it seems very strong, but it's not as much as it's strong, that rather than we are pretty weak, you know. It's more this part, the issue. We're on the weak side, so... But it's a good deck. Cloud is a very good deck. It's a very, very good deck, but I think it's fine to have a good white aggro deck. Shinda is a very good strong deck, so not a good example, yeah. And obviously, when you take Solitude into Source to Plowshare, obviously it's gonna be hard, right? Like, free spells are very, very strong, but why is there a Vigilant Martyr in this deck? But see, like, especially if they're building their deck like that, it's even worse for them, right? Because you have like a bunch of... Yeah, okay, so I guess he's gonna... Yeah, you really want me to draw a card, right? It's really nice of you. I don't understand what he's playing a Masterwork right now, though. Maze of Feet, but it's absolutely the best card in my deck. I'm so happy to draw Maze of Feet right now. Another Sword of Feast and Famine, sure. Moonsnare Prototype. Discard, the owner or target non-permanent, put it on their choice of bottom. So I could attack, target the Vigilant Martyr. Yeah, I think it makes sense. So I'm gonna attack with everything. Yeah. I try to kill this one. He's probably gonna give protection to Mother of Ruin. He doesn't. Oh well. 6, 6, 12. Okay, sure. I'll do it now, just in case he draw like mantra. Okay, and if I counted correctly, it's 15. Which is pretty a good sign, given my opponent is at 15. Which is pretty good, right? It would be like, yeah, pretty fine. Yeah. See what I meant? Like, he drew like a bunch of cards. Well, he's playing Vigilant Martyr, so he's not drawing real cards, but he's drawing a bunch of them. And meanwhile, we just killed him. And again, I'm playing Akiri, like I'm not playing a very strong deck either. But still, like... And game 1, I should have won I think I should have won if I played it correctly. But I didn't. But if I had, I think it would be fine. Okay, this hand is probably perfect. I don't have colored mana, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine, I'm gonna make it work. I'm glad they unbanned Akiri. I just wish Akiri was good, yeah. If only she was good, right? But yeah, good thing they unbanned it, for sure. Also, the funny thing is that he's really like, let's say, overreacting at my Skull Clamp because he thinks like Skull Clamp is great everywhere. It's not great everywhere. It's great in his deck. In mine, it's pretty mopey. So he's like, no, Clamp, I have to answer the Skull Clamp. And he does. But the game before, if his Qatar Commando kills anything which isn't a Skull Clamp, it would have been much better. And now I'm gonna do something you haven't seen in a long time. I'm gonna say, let me think about the land. I'm gonna say Piercing Needle, and I'm gonna name the card I have on board. And this is the best deck building you could ever have. Skull Clamp. And this is great deck building. I should actually just do that. Sure. I'm gonna pass it down now. And I'm gonna obviously okay. Seems like an accessory sacrifice. Yeah, indeed. I'm gonna post it here. Okay, sure. Voice of Victory, I cannot cast in his turn. I didn't plan on casting stuff in his turn. So okay, so actually I can tutor only a 1 mana spell, but I have this Unlightened Tutor. So if I go get... Yeah, I think I'm fine, right? I can go get... Maybe I should just flash the voice, actually. I need white anyway, so I need this Tundra. Maybe just I flash the Voice of Victory. Or I could go get a 2 mana artifact, but I'm not sure which one I really want. So I think just playing flash makes sense. Oh, I tapped wrong. Yeah. I want to stop a bit the blinking. He's gonna just... Oh, he has a Mana Ties? Sure, Mana Ties my flash. Not cool, bro. Not cool. Those are the times where I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna get P-Wave at some point and be fine. But I didn't put a P-Wave in my deck. One of the best screenshots I've never seen exactly, yeah. No, what are you casting? It costs way too much mana to be good for me. It looks like a X-Spell. Yeah, it's Jackrabbit. Okay. He has a plan. He has a plan. It's gonna kill me very, very fast. Like, very, very fast. Scalding Tarn, not exactly what I'd love. Jackrabbit is any good? No, it's not. But you know, you can play it if you want to. But it's not good. It's not very good. I don't have Ensnaring Bridge. I think I'd like to have an Ensnaring Bridge in this deck as well. I'm gonna put it somewhere. It's a bit weird, but we have this like a bit prison-like game plan. Maybe it's just like Akiri is not the best shell. Maybe that's just what it is. Maybe I should just be playing like another commander and just having this. Actually, yeah, Expedition Map is pretty bad. Because what can I do right now? I don't have prison element which work against them. I like it only when I have Arena of Glory. Maybe I just like Arena. Yeah. No, it's not that bad. Like it's playable, right? But it's not very good. Because see, right now I can't beat this board. Like I just can't. And he didn't do much. Like he literally did nothing. He played a pretty bad one drop. He played Cloud, which was a 2-1 for 2. Then he played a 3-3 for 3. Then he playing like this one, and I'm just like, well, but how am I beating that? Know what I mean? And I don't think I have any plan that I could have. Tell you what, I have 4 artifacts if I want, so maybe I can just... But he probably has a removal spell as well. I'm not beating a removal spell, so... Don't you have Tribal Vrask deck to kill his bears? Yeah. Yeah, imagine instead of playing like what we're playing today, we are playing like just Wrath of God. Like Wrath of God, well, he has this one, but... Let's say we Toxic Deluge. And we're playing a bunch of Winter Orb, Tangle Wire, these kind of cards which we try to break the symmetry, but which are very, very bad cards to draw when you're on the back foot. So I don't think I have any plan. I think my plan is to cast this one and draw the other. Like, I'm not sure. Draw Urza, maybe? But even if I draw Urza, what then? Okay, I don't think I have any way to win this game. Ensnaring Bridge would not even be great. Yeah, it wouldn't with my hand, but it could have been. Like, I could have, like... Yeah, I guess those cards, maybe I keep them. I cut this one. See, I like... My curve is lower than it used to be. But indeed, it wouldn't be enough. But it would still be fine, right? Like, I still stop a bit the bleeding. Because I could just play like my other 3 mana spell and cast Enlightened Tutor. I'm just... No, it would actually be pretty good, right? I cast Enlightened Tutor, I tutor up Ensnaring Bridge, I go Seat of the Synod, thopter, foundry, Ensnaring Bridge. I have only 1 card in hand and I'm okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Salia, okay, sure. Alright, so... Here we go. So in the end, I think the deck was okay. I think there are still stuff which are fine, but I think there are a bunch of stuff which are a bit weak. So first, we've beaten Squee, but I don't think it's something which will happen often. I think we don't have very good matchup anyway. Like, yeah, sorry, yeah. It was the last game. Sorry. So yeah, so the idea was, so the mana base was non-functional. I think it was the bigger of the problem. Like I think the mana base wasn't good. I think what I did is already a pretty easy fix, let's say. It's not great either. The mana base is still not great, but it's still better. It's still better, we're getting there. Also, I think we should take a look at my tier list of 1 mana artifact. Okay, there wasn't a Springleaf Drum in this deck. You cannot be, like, I know it's really weird, but you don't want to be playing Urza Saga without Springleaf Drum Duel commander. It's really rare that you want to be doing that. You're playing an artifact deck. Springly Drum is very, very good. I think it makes no sense to not be playing Springly Drum, so I put it there. We have other artifacts I think are very good. I think Stone of Erech is very good. I think Shadow Spear, Lava's Poor Boots. Boots were also missing. I think they are good in this shell, even if we are a bit on the low side on creature count. Yeah, I think the main issue with the deck is that we are not aggroing a lot. Like, it's gonna be really rough to aggro someone because we're not a very good aggro deck. We are also not interactive very well. Like, we don't have a bunch of good interaction. I tried to fix that by adding like Canonist and Tainted Pact and stuff like that, a bit more, let's say, on the good stuff side, on the 8th side. But then we have like other problems that our big stuff is like thopter, foundry, and Sword of the Meek. It's like the main goal of the deck is to assemble that. Drum seems like you don't have enough creature when you naturally draw it. Yeah, of course. Of course, if you don't have enough creature, but in this deck we don't have a bunch of creatures, but we still have Akiri. Akiri is a 2-mana spell, so it's fine. I wouldn't be playing Drum if my deck wasn't a Urza Saga deck, for sure. I wouldn't if I didn't have a 2-mana commander in this deck. I don't think I'm a big fan of Melded Moxite, Seymour like meant for Darity. Yeah, the card was a bit, but actually, so I didn't realize this card existed before I started this league. It was actually pretty fine. I think it's way better. This one is way better than the others that we were playing, like Cryogen Relic. This one seems good, but it's blue, it's really hard to cast, it only draws a card. This one fixes your hand. I think it's way better, this one. I'm not sure if you want to be playing it, but I think it's way better. I still think I would like to try it a bit more, because I think it was a good idea. Like, it was pretty fine. I think Flash is obviously broken. I think Breya is very good. Urza is very good. Like I said, Urza very hard to cast in this deck. We're not playing a lot of blue cards, but it's still so strong that you want to be casting it, I think. I also think that playing Pyrokinesis and Fury would help at least against the creature decks. I also think that maybe it's not the good deck. Maybe if you want to be playing artifacts, the only direction to go is more of the prison side, especially with the new Tezzeret, which seems pretty good in a prison shell. And maybe it would be better to just be playing either Oswald, or if you want to be playing all those cards, Jan Jansen. Just a second. Okay, sorry. Neighbors that do some work. So yeah, I think, hang on, let me try if I saw someone try in burn. Yeah, so I think it was like, I think the cards, yeah, there is a card I want to, Caravan Aria, I don't know what it is. Let's check what it is. Caravion Aria. Let's check this one. Also, yeah, so they were missing something. I think Pinnacle Emissary is like super strong. It's very good with Akiri. It's a good reason to be playing Akiri. This card is nuts. It's easy to cast. It's either a blue or a red, so it's way easier than just, it's very good. You can play it for 3 mana and then you have a plan. It's also very, very good early. I think it's very bad to... yeah, I think this one should be in all your artifact decks which can cast it. Okay, are you sure of the name, or is it my MTGO which is like doing MTGO stuff? I'm not sure of the name. I can try on Scryfall. So I'm just gonna tap Aria and I'm gonna try to find it like that. Okay, Cavaron Aria. Yeah, also, oh no, okay, no. So I don't think this one is particularly good, but there is another one that I like, which costs 1 as well. So this one, I don't think it's very good because it's another mana sink, and like you've seen, so it would be good if we were playing like a more aggressive deck. And I think it is a good direction for Akiri. You could be playing Akiri in a more aggro deck. But what wanted to do Dan was not, Dan wanted, let's say, a mid-rangey deck, not an aggressive one. But maybe it's actually the better direction for Akiri. Maybe it is also. There is also one drop that exile artifact from your graveyard. Someone remember? Yeah, this one. I think I would be playing this one also. If I were like on a more aggressive side, I think this one is very good. It's a 1/1 menace, which is fine. It's not great, obviously, but it's still something. It's an artifact itself, and you can like give a second life to your artifacts. And you must answer it if you're on the other side. If not, you're gonna have problems at some point. But it would be a very different deck. It wouldn't be like I guess Akiri seems like a deck that is meant to be aggressive to me. I don't think so. I think Akiri was actually very good defensively. It's a very good defensive card because she has first strike, right? She has first strike and vigilance. She is like, it's very good in defense as well. But I think Akiri is a very good card. The issue is that it doesn't make any card advantage, so you need to find your card advantage elsewhere, not in your command zone. And also it's very susceptible to removal spells. And people are like very prepared for removal spells. So I think overall I like the idea of trying to assemble thopter, foundry, and Sword of the Meek. But I'm not sure if this is the best deck for that. Unfortunately, in John Johnson, you cannot be playing thopter, foundry because you don't have access to blue. But maybe it would be just better in the Rograkh deck. You know, the Friends Forever deck. Maybe it would just be better. Also, Akiri wants you to be playing red-white, which is fine, but you probably want to be playing red-white to play Akiri, and this is not necessarily the best defensive shell either. The deck would be better with probably Remands and Mana Leak and stuff like that instead of all these talismans. But I like the idea, like, we won a game with Winter Orb and Talisman, but you see, the game we won, we basically got an Oswald unchecked. That's why we won against Squee. We also won some games with Akiri being a bit big, but it happens like not that often. So I don't think this is like enough. I also think like all those cards are very like too hard for the mana. I think these cards you need to cut them. I think Earthsharing Bridge would be fun, but maybe you can't be playing Earthsharing Bridge in your already deck, which is already built like that. So I think like that it would be a bit better. It's probably not great either, but it's probably... we lost at least 3 games because we didn't find the good land at the right time. This won't happen with this list. I mean, it will happen, but way less often. So yeah, I think it's a good direction to... I really like the idea of playing thopter, foundry. So this is a good thing of the deck, but I think there is still work to do to go in this direction. I think you could be a bit more aggressively slanted and still get this thopter, foundry late game by playing Dragon Red Channeler, the 1-drops we were talking about, like playing a bit more of an aggressive deck and having like this plan for like the later game. Like when you need to grind, like against Aragorn or something, you have this late game engine. Obviously, it takes a certain amount of slots, but it's still like pretty okay. Also, I think the deck, if I played correctly, I think I would have beat Cloud. So clearly, I did some mistakes. Like game 3, we couldn't do anything. But game 1, I think it should have been a 1. But, you know. Anyway, this is it. This is the stream for today. Thank you, everyone, for watching. There is a YouTube there if you have other video you want to watch. There is a Discord. Later in the day, the video that goes up is Denick. It's a tempo negative deck. I can show you the list right there. It was a really cool deck. It's a deck where you're like trying to make your opponents miserable, and it works especially well when they're playing creatures. So yeah, it was like a tempo negative deck. We were playing 3 creatures, a bunch of wrath, a bunch of card draw. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And earlier we played Squee, which will be up. So Squee will be up tomorrow at noon, let's say. And tomorrow at about 6, there should be this league. So, and thank you very much, Dan, for the donation, obviously. It was really fun to be playing Akiri. I really like Akiri. It's just that it's a bit weak, obviously. But I think if you wanna try this list, it would be better. It's not great yet, but it's still a good direction to take the deck, I think. So yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you for the sub of the days, and I see you tomorrow. Bye bye.